Hey, it's Chris Edge inside Studio J. My guest today, Maggie Kane. Maggie,
So excited to be here.
Here from A Place at the Table Cafe. So great. You're founder and executive director.
That's what they said. That's what they tell me.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
I feel like we should start with just real brief. Just tell us, what is A Place at the Table Cafe?
Great.
Some folks may not know.
Yeah,
So
for
what
sure.
is it?
And I think a lot of people don't know. We are a pay what you can restaurant in downtown Raleigh. We're open Tuesday through Sunday from 8 to 2 for breakfast and lunch.
Yep.
All of our menu prices are suggested. So people can choose to pay the suggested price. They can pay more and pay it forward. They can pay less. They can pay by volunteering. They can also be a family. We feed families who are food insecure once a week that come in and need a meal and or want to eat a meal in dignity with their families. Our mission is community and good food for all, regardless of means. So we're really using that good food as a tool towards creating community where all are welcome.
And take us back, because this place came from you. This is your idea, right? This was
many years
ago. You
ago.
were in college or just out of college?
Right out of college, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah. So we at A Place have been open for 8 years, since January of 2018. But many years before that, I was in school. I started working for a day shelter right out of college, so working specifically with people on the streets, and just got to know so many folks and really saw that there were really great places for people with money and great restaurants and great places and things to be a part of. And then there were really awesome nonprofits and places for people without money, but there was no place that welcomed everyone together.
Right.
Started researching, found the Pay What You Can system, found that it existed, and said if other places can do this, then we can too. We started working on it, started building the community that we still have today, and 4 years later we opened.
But something must have happened to you, right, where you went, I'm going to do this.
Yeah. Some people say just like a lot of crazy thoughts. I don't know, but I still like think back to that moment. I'm like, why did I actually decide to do this? Like, who was I? I just really, truly, like, it was knowing people's stories.
Yeah.
I was working at this day shelter, and I was falling in love with folks that I was meeting, and vice versa, and knew that I wanted everyone to meet these amazing humans that I was being able to interact with every day at the day shelter. And there just weren't many places for that. My friend John changed my life forever, where we were out to eat one day, and he said to me, Maggie, there's two things. It's like, there's choice. I don't have much choice being on the streets or living outside. People make every choice for me, from where I eat, and what I eat to where I sleep. And he said, the second is I don't feel seen. These past couple months I've been experiencing homelessness. People step right over me. They don't see me. And that, really getting to know those stories like John led me to think we've got to create a place where people have choice, people feel seen, where we can all be in a place together and know each other. We're all human. We realize that many of us were from Raleigh, and many of us we're into the same music, and we have so many things in common, but there's no place for us to even have those conversations.
Right. So it's more than just getting a meal.
That's right, for sure.
You're getting a conversation with somebody.
We say that we are fighting food insecurity, feeding a lot of people, 150 to 200 people a day, but we're really fighting community insecurity, creating a place for people to belong and feel a part of and have conversation. And, I think that the past couple of years and current date now too, that it showed us that people are really hungry and people need food, but I think it's also showed us that people are lonely. We are in a loneliness epidemic, unlike I've ever seen, and I think many of us have ever seen. And so if we can have a place where people feel seen, welcome, a part of it, it can make a huge difference in all of our lives.
Do you think most people understand the need that we have here for this service?
No, I don't. I think once people do, I think it will open people's eyes and start to act. And there are a lot of incredible nonprofits that are taking on a lot of need in this community right now, and it's only going to get worse. Yeah. It's pretty scary, the amount of folks that are going to need meals, that are going to need community, that are going to need places. And so I think people just don't know. We typically, I think we surround ourselves with people that are very similar to us. And so we don't see the other side. And so my hope is that this community can really wrap around all of our organizations, all of our individuals, even if it's just loving your neighbor, seeing your neighbor, and taking care of each other, because that's what we're going to have to do the next couple years.
What's really unique about your place is that people, I think, can participate in many different ways, different levels of help, right? They can provide service or time, right?
Yeah.
But they can also just go there and buy a meal for themselves and
That's
maybe overpay a little bit and help out the organization.
That's right. Thanks for saying that. And I think that's the cool part about A Place at the Table is we say it's Raleigh's community cafe because people can take part how they can, whether they come and eat with us. And I think there's a myth that our food is not good. Our food is phenomenal. We have 25 amazing people that are there every single day right now making food, coming up with menus, things like that. So the food is phenomenal. That's one. You can come and eat a meal with us 6 days a week. We also have online ordering. You can cater with us. Really easy ways to get involved. But the second way is volunteering. Come and volunteer with us. Get to know the community. What's cool is you don't know who is volunteering for their meal and who signed up to volunteer online. So all these people are doing it together right alongside our staff. There's no job that's like, there's no hierarchy in volunteering. So it's really a great and cool opportunity to really know the community and meet people and see that we're all more similar than we think. And the third is to donate. If folks can't come in or don't have time to come in or don't live in this area, they can come and or they can donate online and donate any resources they may have that keeps us afloat. We definitely don't. We're definitely not sustainable. Restaurants alone are not sustainable. There are very few that are sustainable, but we definitely giving away 200 meals a day. We're definitely not sustainable, and so fundraising helps do what we do every day.
Right. So donations can go to tableraleigh.org.
Yeah, tableraleigh.org. Super easy to donate.
Yep. Folks can also visit thatstation.net, click on Songs for Change, and then they can donate there through the United Way as well.
Oh, very cool. Yes.
I can't not ask you about your experience with Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Because that
my
was
girl,
such
Kelly.
An unbelievable thing that happened to you like a couple of years ago.
Ago. Just 4 times.
Yeah.
No, I'm so grateful for Kyle at 101.5 because that is like the whole team at 101.5. But Kyle and I flew up together to Kelly Clarkson and we had a blast. It was so fun. And we were very lucky to then go back again and win the neighborhood award of neighborhood. Man, I wish I could remember the award's name. What was it called?
Neighbor of the Year.
Neighbor of the Year.
Right?
Yeah, thank you. Neighborhood of the Year. And it was awesome. We're given money to help fund many things in the cafe. And then just such a great experience to meet lots of new folks that heard about us and reached out. And Kelly's awesome. So that was really fun too.
So what's the future then? When you look out to Table, where's it going and how do you see it continuing to thrive?
For sure. Definitely. Maybe be on Kelly Clarkson again. No, I'm just kidding. I think Table continuing to thrive is that we are a place for so many new folks. What we're seeing right now is we're seeing people call us every day saying, hey, I heard about this, or hey, someone shared this. Can we really come in and get a free meal with our family? And so that is, the future of Table is that we're continuing to be a place for people and that we continue to be here in downtown Raleigh, where folks who disappear for a couple of years can come back and know that we're there. I think the second thing is that we can be a part of helping other cafes open. We're not opening a second place at the table. We have realized that they work in specific areas, and that's what's so cool. They work the way they're supposed to in that area. So Raleigh's A Place at the Table works because of all the folks in Raleigh. But we want to be a place that helps other cafes like this open. And so we talk to a lot of folks. There's a group in Wake Forest. There's a group in Pittsburgh that's opening, which is fantastic. There's a group in Durham. So we want to continue to be a place and resource for folks that are opening these cafes of all the things we've learned in these 8 years. And I think the third is really continue to do outreach. We love to partner with other organizations so that we can share what they're doing too. And so to continue to be a place there that shares these awesome nonprofits that are all around and the powerful work they're doing because they're making a huge difference.
Maggie Kane, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
You got it. Thank you.